I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on Mr.
Hold up, Lil John. I got it. You now turned up with MrTaliaFerro.com, baby. Yeah. All right, Alfred Taliaferro, Mr. Taliaferro TV. How's everybody doing? Y'all already know who y'all rocking with. Yours truly. All right, we're doing NBA Fact or Fiction. I'm going to read about 5 questions that have been tweeted at me, commented at me, and someone somehow got these questions to me, and we're going to do a quick debate on all these questions, and we're going to see where I stand on them. So it's NBA Fact or Fiction, pretty much good idea, bad idea. All right, I'm going to read off the first one. By the way, you can tweet all your questions to me at It's Mr. Taliaferro, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Pretty much you can get at me. YouTube comments, and I'll take the question and go with it. All right, the first one. The Clippers will play in the Western Conference Finals. Good idea or bad idea? Bad idea. You want to know why? I was someone who's believed in the Clippers the last 2 years, and I've been disappointed for different reasons every time. Remember, a couple years back with Houston, they pretty much had that series in their hands. Well, they gift wrapped Houston a series a trip to the NBA Finals, and pretty much they're not able to. That was the only time they were able to sustain decent health. The Clippers' problem has not been their roster, has not been coaching. They're not able to sustain decent health. I honestly believe the Clippers could have gave Golden State fits last year. I don't know if I would have picked them to win it all, but I do believe they could have took them 6 or 7 games, just like OKC could have did. But I think they could have gave them a pretty good run for their money, a better run than what Portland was able to do to a Golden State Warriors team. Or, I just think that the Clippers, for what it's worth, health is not on their side. Now, I'm starting to believe maybe it's something in this unluckiness in the Clippers organization. Maybe this is true because it just seems like Chris Paul is somebody who takes great care of his body. Blake Griffin seems to be in great physical shape. DeAndre Jordan, these are athletically freakish guys that have not been able to stay in shape come playoff time. Just stuff always coming up. It seems like it's always something with the Clippers, all right? So Chris Paul is a free agent at the end of the year, so this is pretty much their last hurrah. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul is going to want to team up with somebody. I don't know if it'll be going to New York with Melo. Maybe that is a possibility if this Derrick Rose thing doesn't work out. That is a strong possibility. I'm telling you this now. You heard it with Mr. Taliaferro. If Chris Paul and the Clippers season ends short again, and Derrick Rose and the New York Knicks don't figure this thing out, there was a strong possibility Chris Paul would take his talent to New York. You got that. You got my word on that. With that being said, no, I don't believe the Clippers are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals. I believe San Antonio got better this offseason. I think people sleeping on that. Tim Duncan was not Tim Duncan towards the last 2-3 years, all right? Tim Duncan was not Tim Duncan. They upgraded with Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is still Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is still one of the best centers in our league still. At the age of, 35, 36, Pau Gasol is still a great center. So they upgraded from Duncan to Gasol. So you put him in the mix, and he's going to flow well with LaMarcus Aldridge. Trust me. Pau has been able to play with so many different centers, so many different players that played the role differently. They'll be fine. You upgraded there. You got Kawhi, of course. Manu's probably going to be his last run at it. Tony, does he have anything left in the tank? I don't know. Maybe I think they need to go out and get another guard. I think maybe they could use a younger point guard. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know about Tony Parker anymore. Just keeping up with these guards every night. Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry. And now it's even starting to trickle down to what if Tony Parker can't keep up with the D'Angelo Russells of the world? What if Buddy Hield's playing point guard? These are just things he has to keep in mind. Now he's getting to that point where he can't hold your best point guard night to night. A lot of nights you might have to throw Kawhi on him, Danny Green on him, and just pray that who you're playing shooting guard is a spot-up shooter and not someone who can slash and get to the lane. That's pretty much is what it is. But I think San Antonio is still a better team to get out of the Western semis and get to the conference finals. Even at full strength, the Clippers are not doing enough for me in free agency. They pretty much bought all the pieces back. I like J.J. Redick. His game has really gotten better. But if you're asking me, can he hold up? He's had a lot of injuries himself. Jamal Crawford, love him. Still love his game for what he does. Is pretty much a sixth man of the year every year. But are you asking me, can he hold up? I mean, 36 years of age now? They didn't do enough a lot in free agency after Kevin Durant declined to sign with him. It's like, what else? What else do you have? You didn't make a lot of other moves. I think this team could have usually used just an upgrade or something new, something different. Paul Pierce still around. He can only play so much a game. I don't love this team. I don't love this team. And every year their chances of winning the championship is just going to go down and down. And especially with Golden State now, I don't think they stand a chance. They had their problems with OKC with Kevin Durant. They couldn't guard Kevin Durant as is. They don't have a 3. Blake Griffin can't guard Kevin Durant. So it's just like no man's land for them. Now you're asking DeAndre Jordan. Some nights they'll have to play Draymond Green at the 5. Draymond Green can get to that 3-point line and knock enough threes down and still go down low and guard DeAndre Jordan and hold his own against DeAndre Jordan because Jordan doesn't have moves. It's just a really bad matchup for the Clippers now. I don't think they're going to make it to the conference finals. I think San Antonio's a better team than them. And obviously, I think Golden State's a better team than them. All right, let's keep it rolling. The next question. The New York Knicks will win a playoff series this year. Very good question. Do I believe the Knicks will win a playoff series this year? No, I do not. No, I do not. And I hate to say that because more or less, the Derrick Rose move was cool. To me, honestly, that put butts in seats in Madison Square Garden because of Derrick Rose's name. I don't think he's nowhere close to the level he was playing at 5-6 years ago. But I will say this. I do like the other moves that they made. I love the Courtney Lee signing. I think the Brandon Jennings signing was okay. A little spark off the bench. Kind of crazy with it, but I think the New York Knicks could use that edge. He still competes every night. And I love Joakim Noah. I really think they hit the nail on the head with Joakim Noah. Great locker room guy, competitor. He's going to fight for you to the bitter end. And I think Carmelo Anthony needs that contagious energy around him. Melo needs somebody that's going to fight. Melo needs somebody that's going to show him, look, man, Melo doesn't need to be the vocal leader. Because he's shown us on time after time, he's not a vocal leader. You see how J.R. Smith didn't defend with the Knicks and with Denver? You see how J.R. Smith is defending for LeBron James? Melo's just too, quote-unquote, mellow for me. He's not the vocal leader that I need to run my team. And I get it. Melo's hand is in real estate. His hand is in so much other stuff. I just don't think Melo is the guy that I want leading my team. With that being said, Joakim Noah, I like that. I like him being the leader. Still has that chemistry with Derrick Rose, knows how to talk to him, has been through it, done through it. If Rose goes down, Brandon Jennings can step in that lineup and still be a decent point guard, better than what they were having to deal with in Chicago. So I really like that. I really like what Joakim Noah is going to give that team. He competes every night. New York has not had people in the last few years that compete every night. Big Kristaps Porzingis guy. I think he's going to be a star in this league. I don't think he's going to be as good as Dirk, but I definitely think better than Andreas Bargnani. So I think the Knicks will get to the playoffs, but I think they're a first-round exit. If I had to guess a seed, I would guess a 7 or 8. And if you're 7 or 8, that's probably going to get you a first-round matchup with either the Cavs, which is you're out. Just LeBron doesn't lose in the first round. Boston, which I think you'll still be out. I think they could be competitive against Boston, but I don't think they could beat Boston or the Indiana Pacers, and I definitely don't think they can beat the Indiana Pacers. So, no, I don't believe the Knicks are at that spot where I think they could win a series, but I do think they can get back in the postseason. And I guess it's up step in the right direction, I guess. But how many more steps in the right direction can you take? Melo's going to leave his prime soon. All right, going forward now, next question on the list. James Harden moving to point guard, is it a good idea or a bad idea? I'm going to say bad idea because James Harden was a shooting guard already holding the ball for maybe 15, 16 seconds of a possession. James Harden commits a lot of turnovers. James Harden is ball dominant at the top of the key. A lot of his possessions end up in late shot clock jumpers. he does get to the rack very good. And though James Harden may get you 8, 9, 10 assists, he's gonna average a lot of assists this season. Um, it's those Russell Westbrook assists. There's two type of players when you talk assists. There's the Allen Iverson and there's the Chris Paul. Allen Iverson passed the ball because he was forced to pass the ball. In his mind, he was the best shot every possession, and if he had to pass the ball, it means he couldn't get a shot off. But he still got an assist because he had the ball in his hand so much. And there's the Chris Paul, who's a guy who could score the basketball with the best of them, but he's looking to dish the ball off. He's looking to get teammates involved because he understands it helps the flow of the offense. James Harden is more of him and Russell Westbrook are Allen Iverson type point guards. So Mike D'Antoni is going to get them. They're going to get the ball rolling. They're going to score 105, 108 points a game. It's going to be up there. The problem is every team they're going to play is probably going to be scoring 105, 108 points a game, probably beating them a lot of the nights because D'Antoni doesn't believe in defense. So, no, I think James Harden needs a strict point guard who's going to put him in positions to be successful, but tell him, look, no, you don't control the basketball. I control the shots here. I run the plays here, and James Harden just can't find that trust in any point guard. Patrick Beverley simply just didn't have the offensive talents. Ty Lawson, I don't understand why that didn't work out. I really thought that would be a good mesh. Ty Lawson game just didn't transfer from Denver to Houston. So, no, I don't think it's a great idea. Let's keep it moving. Ooh, LeBron James questions. My good idea, bad idea, or what you think about this? LeBron James's legacy could surpass Michael Jordan's legacy as the best ever if he defeats the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. I want to go. Can I go dead center on this one? I got to choose. Okay, I'll choose. All right. No, his legacy would not surpass Michael Jordan's because Michael Jordan at this point is this myth. And the only thing LeBron James can't defeat right now is that damn 6 for 6. Michael Jordan was 6 for 6 in finals. And you just can't fight that. You cannot combat that. He was 6 for 6. You know, if I take a test and I made 100 and this guy made a 98, I'm going to always be able to say, but look, though, I didn't miss any. But look, though, your grade is, or if the guy made 599s, if the guy makes 599s and I make 3 100s, I'll always be able to tell him, you made more good grades than me, but I have perfection on my side. And I think that's what LeBron James is kind of fighting with right now. He's going to definitely end up with more finals appearances, and maybe he can catch up with rings. I'm not sure. It depends on the landscape of the NBA, how good this Golden State Warriors team is. Maybe LeBron James can get to 5, 6 rings, or at least 4 or 5. No, he can't surpass Michael Jordan's legacy because he's battling with someone that we believe is perfection. So I just don't think he could ever surpass that legacy, the shoes and everything that comes with it. Michael Jordan doesn't do a lot of interviews. Everything that comes with that, I don't think you just can't surpass his legacy. You just can't surpass. But what he will be able to do is to quiet all those Kobe Bryant was better than him rumors. He'll quiet all that if he can beat Golden State. Those Magic Johnson rumors, those Wilt Chamberlain, Julius Erving rumors, all that's gone. I think LeBron James, if he can find a way to lead his team and beat that Golden State Warriors team led by Kevin Durant, Steph Curry in the finals this year, I think he cements his legacy as the second best player of all time. And it's a debate if he was better than Michael Jordan. I don't think it will ever give him the edge, but I think it's a damn well good debate because people will be like, Michael Jordan never had to compete against anything like the Golden State Warriors, and then people can argue that Michael Jordan never let any of his series get to a Game 7 as well. But I think if LeBron James can beat that Golden State Warriors team as currently constructed, he's definitely the number 2 player, best player of all time. And on and off the court, you want to talk total package, his legacy has surpassed Michael Jordan off the court, period. LeBron James' legacy is bigger. From an impact standpoint, impacting communities, kids, Michael Jordan ain't touching LeBron James off the court. But on the court, no, I don't believe his legacy could ever surpass Michael Jordan at this point, no matter what he does. Steph Curry couldn't do it either. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Durant couldn't do it either. So don't feel bad, LeBron James. See if I got time for one more question. Another good one. Russell Westbrook's will be the MVP over LeBron James and Steph this year. That's a good one. That is good. That's a good idea. LeBron James and Steph Curry are now probably going to have to deal with similar things for different reasons. LeBron James, one thing we watched in the Cavs finals, even though LeBron James was the MVP of the finals, we watched Kyrie Irving become a superstar, man. I was one person who doubted Kyrie over the years. Man, do I feel stupid today. I get it wrong sometimes too, guys. Kyrie Irving is a superstar, and I think LeBron James is slowly, not as quick as it happened in Miami with him and D-Wade, but I think it's slowly becoming Kyrie Irving's team, and I think LeBron James can benefit from that because he's still a dominant specimen. And what LeBron James does, he's still going to be able to do for a few more years now. I believe LeBron James can slowly take that D-Wade type step backwards and let Kyrie Irving take over in those regular season games and let LeBron preserve himself for the postseason, where at this point in LeBron James' career, it's all about rings. Let's just save that health for the postseason. Save those big dunks, those big blocks for the postseason. And that's why I think Kyrie Irving is going to take over. So I believe Kyrie Irving is going to have a great season and maybe enter himself in the MVP race, and that kind of takes away from LeBron James. If you got two people on the same team in the MVP race, well, it's kind of taken away from one of the two or both. Steph Curry has Kevin Durant on his team. Listen, I watched the stats from last night's Lakers-Warriors game. Steph Curry had about 30. Durant had about, 25, 28. I think that's pretty much what it's going to be like this season. Klay had about 19, 20. Draymond had about 8 to 10 rebounds and some assists as well. I think that's pretty much what the stats are going to be this year for those two. So Steph's game is going to take a step backwards too. He won't be averaging 30 a night, but I can see him getting up the most shots, him or KD. His MVP, he's not going to win another MVP because even if they go 76-9, they're going to attribute that more to getting Kevin Durant 76-6. They're going to attribute that more to them getting Kevin Durant than them having Steph Curry get better. So it's just a reality. It looks like they were comfortable taking that L when they decided to go after Kevin Durant all in on him. So it is what it is. They're not going to Steph's MVP days might be over. I'm going to be honest with you. As long as Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green are on that team, his MVP days might be over. Russell Westbrook, though, he's in the clear to be the front runner for the MVP. No Kevin Durant. We remember what Russell Westbrook was able to do for a nice month or 2 month span 2 years ago without Kevin Durant, when Kevin Durant went down with the foot injury. Had, about 9, 10 triple-doubles in a month span, something like that. He was getting a lot of triple-doubles, 7 or 8 straight games with a triple-double. This is right what Westbrook wants, to be the star with a lot of role players. Good role players, though. Steven Adams, he can still get the ball to him. Victor Oladipo is now on the team. I still think they need some more shooting to space the court for Russell Westbrook, who doesn't shoot a lot of threes and attacks the rim. I still think they need to go out and get another shooter. I like the Sabonis draft pick. Lose Ibaka. I don't like that move that much. I thought they made that move a little too quick. But, it's the price you take for getting Victor Oladipo, even though the Victor Oladipo signing was to try to keep Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant and Victor Oladipo are good friends. Yes, I believe Russell Westbrook or James Harden will be the MVP this year easily because of their stats are just going to be so off the board crazy. Now, will that equal a lot of wins? I believe they're going to get their share of wins. I think they're going to still be able to compete in the Western Conference. But with that being said, their stats are going to just be staggering. I honestly believe I can see Westbrook averaging 31 points and 12 assists and 7 rebounds. That sounds crazy, but does it really sound crazy? Because he got good stats up with Kevin Durant, and Lord knows he's going to control that basketball now as long as he can stay healthy without Kevin Durant. So I think that's a good idea. All right, thank y'all for participating in this. Keep sending me questions, comment questions below. Tweet them at me, mention them at me, do whatever you got to do. Alfred Taliaferro, I enjoyed this, man. This was fun. I talk NBA basketball all day. It's my favorite sport of the year. Alfred Taliaferro, Mr. Taliaferro TV, thank you for the time, love, and support. Salute. I'm out. Hey, first and foremost, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love if you watch other videos while you're on my YouTube channel. Now, while you're here, people ask me all the time, how can you support Mr. Taliaferro? Well, if you want to support me in my future endeavors, the first thing I want you to do is subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you get all my content first. You Your subscribe goes a long way. I get to understand my demographics, understand who support me, who got something out this video. So first things first, a subscribe will go a long ways. Next, if you really rock with me, donate $1 to my GoFundMe. I have a GoFundMe link in the description. If you really want to support me, just $1. Showing me $1 and some good wishes will go a long way. If you want to support me and you want to help me with my travels, I got a lot of things coming up, but I got to get them travel fees there. I got to find a way to get there, so that can help me financially if you really want to go there. Also, a word of encouragement. Thank you. Whatever it is, talk to me in my comment box below. Comment on this video, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do in this video. I gotta thank you for your time. I don't take it for granted. My name is Mr. TALIAFERRO. Now, if you subscribe, help, donate, do whatever, you can see more videos like this, more new exclusive content. I got a lot on the way. Trust me. Thank you. It's Mr. TALIAFERRO.com.